We're waiting for the arrival of John Penrose, who's the Minister of Tourism, and in fact, there he is behind me. He's just come in with his little entourage of people, and it's really great that he's here today. He's going to be here to find out, why it's so important to have events like this for the UK, for the tourism industry, for the events industry.
In a few months' time, we have a massive sporting ceremony taking place over at Stratford, and here we are in Excel.
We're very, very hopeful it's going to be a year to remember. I think everybody is tremendously excited about it, but there's a heck of a lot of challenges. The people here don't need to be reminded of the kind of things that they're all having to do differently. The one thing we're certain of is it's going to be big, but it's going to be different, and there's going to be winners and losers. It's up to everybody to try and roll with it and grab the opportunities that we all know will be there, and not try and pretend that it's going to be the same as last year or the year before.
And in terms of this show, Confex 2012, what do you think of it so far?
Well, it looks great, and it's busy. People are upbeat, people are happy, people are interested. And this is the industry putting its best foot forward and showing what it's got. And that's exactly what we need to do. We've got to get out there and show people what we can do.
And in general, today, what are you looking to do today yourself?
Well, I'm trying to work out whether or not we are really making the most of what we've got, because in many cases it's a question of combining the private and the public sector together as a genuine partnership. And in some parts of the country, we've done that really well for a long time. In other parts, we're still learning how. What can we learn from the best so that everybody can be that good? Because every part of the country is different. They're all offering something different. So it's not so much a question of competition. It's a question of how can you copy the ideas of the people down the road and do that effectively. We have a hugely varying level of engagement and genuine partnership between the public and private sectors in the different destinations which are bidding for these kinds of meetings and conferences and exhibitions. In some cases, there is a long and very impressive history where it's just a given that the local accommodation providers and the attraction providers and all these people get together with the local council, and they all collectively come up with a really compelling offer for, doesn't matter which kind of business is coming, they've got something which will capture their imagination, will bring them in, and will say, we can do this for you, we can do this in a way which is going to excite and delight your delegates. But not everywhere in the country is that good yet, ladies and gentlemen. You don't need me to tell you that. You will all know of examples where we aren't doing it nearly that well, and where the partnership is one in name only. And it can be on either side. In some cases, the private sector basically says this is the government's job or the local council's job, and we'll turn up and we'll be a footnote on this thing and we'll support it. But we'd like to hang on to our best hotel rates, please, until right at the last minute, just in case. In other cases, it's the private sector that's doing all the hard work and all the heavy lifting, and the local council couldn't give two hoots, and everything in between. So we have really, really top-flight good examples in this country, ladies and gentlemen, and we have others which, if I can put it gently, are less good. And that means that we need to try and raise even just the average, or the least good, to the level of the average. We have a huge opportunity here, and we have a hugely energetic and entrepreneurial sector which can grab that opportunity. I'm hugely encouraged by what I've seen downstairs. I'm delighted to see that there is this level of energy and commitment and determination. If anybody can make this happen, it's the people in this room and the people downstairs milling around. So I'm pretty optimistic, I'm pretty hopeful. But, ladies and gentlemen, there's an enormous amount for all of us to do, both in the public sector and in the private sector, to pull this together and to let this country take a deserved place, but one that we have not yet earned, on a much higher place in the international rankings of exhibitions and events. And at the moment, ladies and gentlemen, we are too far down that, and I'm fed up with having to make excuses for it. I suspect you are too, and more importantly, there's a great deal of money to be earned in the process. So I look forward to speaking with you, I look forward to hearing more, and I just wanted to make sure you knew that we're right behind you. We want to do what we can to help. Thank you all very much.